What's up, folks? I'm Chris, your NFL writer here at Occupy Fantasy, here with a look at Week 1 of the NFL Preseason for tonight, Thursday, August 11th, two-game slate on FanDuel and DraftKings. Giants, Patriots, Ravens, Titans. We're going to talk about 10 plays I think you should be considering in your DFS lineups tonight in preseason week 1. And we are going to start with the quarterback position. The number one play at quarterback for us on this slate is Titans rookie quarterback Malik Willis. In his final 2 years of college football at Liberty, Malik Willis had over 1,800 rushing yards and he had 27 rushing touchdowns in 23 total games. That would average out to just under 80 rushing yards per game with over a touchdown in full games. If he plays half the game tonight, which is what we expect based off of Titans trends in preseason, put him around 40 rushing yards and a 50% chance of scoring a rushing touchdown on top of anything that he is asked to do in the passing game. Malik Willis will not start this game. We do believe that Ryan Tannehill will sit or play a very limited amount of snaps. That would put Logan Woodside as the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. We look at the quarterback position for the Titans tonight. They only have 3 players available. It would be Ryan Tannehill, Logan Woodside, and Malik Willis. Using our preseason snaps and opportunity data research dashboard we have on our website, we can actually look at the week 1 quarterback usage for the Titans, and we see that in 2021, after they had made Tannehill the established starter, remember there's no preseason in 2020, Logan Woodside and Matt Barkley, QB2, QB3 respectively, split the game. Tannehill did not play. Now, our second favorite quarterback on this slate is another rookie quarterback that should be playing extensively. It's a rookie quarterback for the New England Patriots. It's Bailey Zappi. Zappi should play in relief of Brian Hoyer tonight. We just got some confirmation from Mike Reese on Twitter that the Patriots do not plan to play Mac Jones and most of their starters in this game. We go back to 2019, the last time the Patriots had an established starter at quarterback. That was Tom Brady. Brian Hoyer started the preseason game. He played roughly a quarter, and Jarrett Stidham played basically the rest of the game as QB3 on the roster, with QB4 Danny Etling barely getting any usage in the game whatsoever. So we do think Bailey Zappi has a lot of upside from a playing time perspective tonight for the New England Patriots. Look at New England's quarterbacks. They only have 3 on the roster. Jones is not going to play. These are the only 2 guys, and I would not expect a lot out of Brian Hoyer. So we really like Bailey Zappi as another quarterback option that you can consider on this slate. But with the other 2 teams, we have more options that are expected to play. All 3 Giants quarterbacks are expected to play. Daniel Jones is going to probably get a series or 2. Tyrod Taylor probably will finish the first half for the Giants, and Davis Webb will probably clean up the rest of the game and get the entire second half. So would actually like him as another quarterback option if you want to go outside the top 2 I gave you. With the Ravens, they have 4 quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson will not play. So there's 3 quarterbacks to split the game between Tyler Huntley, Brett Hundley, and Anthony Brown. Ravens are favored in this game, but just from a playing time perspective, it seems like there's less opportunity here for playing time upside compared to some of the other teams on the board. So that's why we don't prefer any Ravens quarterbacks tonight. Now at the running back position, Ravens are favored. They are the biggest favorite on the slate, minus 3.5 point spread for the Ravens in a 33-point total game, I believe, for those of you who care about such things. And at the running back position, it looks like they have a lot of players available here, but they're actually pretty thin. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, your established RB1s, if you will, for the Ravens, are not going to play. Patrick Ricard is a fullback, so he's not a DFS factor. Justice Hill and Corey Clement are valued for their special teams role on this team, according to some quotes from the coaching staff and some of the stuff that we've read from beat writers like Jeff Zrebiec of The Athletic and Jameson Hensley from ESPN, who cover the Ravens. That leaves just 2 guys that I would, and I would also say Mike Davis as a veteran probably will not play very long in this game. So that just leaves 2 guys in rookie Tyler Beatty, who is our favorite Ravens running back tonight, and Nate McCrary, who was with them last year in the preseason as well, to probably see the most playing time for the Ravens at running back. This is a team that had a top 10 rush play rate in the NFL. They ran a lot more than other teams, and they ran for like the 4th or 5th most rushing yards in the NFL in the 2021 regular season. So we know John Harbaugh likes to run the football. I would expect a lot of work for Beatty and McCrary. Beatty, our favorite Ravens running back. Now for the New York Giants, the other favorite tonight, slight favorite against the Patriots, Saquon Barkley will play with Daniel Jones, but probably will get very limited work. Matt Breida is not expected to play, just listed as questionable. We don't get official inactives for preseason, but he has been missing practices and he's been widely reported to be banged up, so we do not expect him to play. Williams here, Antonio Williams, is actually considered the established RB3. Now, reading some stuff from Dan Duggan, who covers the New York Giants for theathletic.com, he actually wrote a little bit about the running back position here yesterday, August 10th, and he told us that he believes this is a major opportunity for Antonio Williams, Gary Brightwell, and Jashawn Corbin at running back. Williams, however, is the established number 3 back, so Thursday will be a huge opportunity for Gary Brightwell, who has run well in camp. So looking at the Giants running backs here, it does feel like Gary Brightwell is the best play based off of what the beats are telling us. So I would go ahead and consider him one of our top plays on this slate at running back. Sandro Platzgummer and Jashawn Corbin, the other running backs to consider. Hall here is a fullback tight end combo, so I wouldn't consider him a true running back option on this 2-game slate. Looking at some of the receivers that are available, I'll stick with the Giants here. There are a ton of Giants receivers listed here. Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, and Wan'Dale Robinson are the established starters for this team. Dan Duggan actually believes that these guys will all be done when Daniel Jones is done. So Golladay, Toney, and Wan'Dale Robinson will play, but they are probably extremely high risk because they won't get a ton of playing time. Darius Slayton is considered to be someone who is on the roster bubble for the Giants. They're expected to only carry 6 or 7 wide receivers into the regular season. The 3 guys I just mentioned are locks for the roster. Add Sterling Shepard, who right now is on the PUP list, to that list. He would be the 4th guy. That leaves Slayton and 3 other receivers who will probably play with Tyrod Taylor tonight. Richie James, CJ Board, and Colin Johnson, all fighting for those final 2 roster spots. Everybody else below them are considered true long shots to make the roster entirely. Now, this game has been characterized as a big opportunity for Colin Johnson, CJ Board, and Richie James working with Tyrod Taylor. Darius Slayton is probably going to work with Davis Webb, who's going to play an entire half in the second half of this game, and he is fighting for a job. So Darius Slayton is our favorite wide receiver on this particular slate. With the Patriots, without the starters playing, it does feel like there's a huge opportunity for the 3rd and 4th string wide receivers. Back in 2019, when the starters sat, the 3rd and 4th string wide receivers played 60 to 70% of the snaps for the New England Patriots and saw a ton of target action. This year, looking at their depth chart, the players that we should be focused on at that tier in their depth chart are guys like Lil Jordan Humphrey, Trey Nixon, and Josh Hammond. Lil Jordan Humphrey has been the leader in targets at camp over the last couple of sessions for the Patriots. Caught 12 of 15 total targets from all quarterbacks on Monday and Tuesday this week in practice. He's been characterized as a stud in practice by Andrew Callahan of the Boston Herald. So Lil Jordan Humphrey is probably the best Patriots wide receiver to consider tonight. A lot of people are probably going to want to play rookie Tyquan Thornton. Wouldn't blame you for that, but he has been somewhat underwhelming in camp and actually getting reps with the first team, so his playing time may actually be limited. I would lean towards Lil Jordan Humphrey this evening. Baltimore Ravens at wide receiver are very thin. A lot of guys who have missed practice recently. We do think that the wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5 group here will play a lot. That's typically what John Harbaugh does. Tonight, that would be Jalen Moore with the Ravens and Tylan Wallace are the 2 Ravens wide receivers that we think will get a ton of run in this game. Slade Bolden, Devin Williams here, Bailey Gaither of USFL fame. These guys are actually all unexpected to play. Rashad Bateman, James Prochet, Devin Duvernay. These are established starters at the wide receiver position, so I would avoid them entirely. I think that should be a good start in helping you build your lineups this evening. We like Malik Willis as our favorite quarterback at the running back position. We like Brightwell and Tyler Beatty. At the wide receiver position, we like Darius Slayton. We like Lil Jordan Humphrey. We like some of those Ravens receivers, Jalen Moore, Tylan Wallace. Keep an eye out for the Daily Plug. We'll post that at OccupyFantasy.com by about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will also be monitoring warm-ups and posting updates to our rankings on this slate. We will have low and high-risk rankings for players at every single position for the 2-game slate. We'll also have rankings for the Titans and Ravens showdown slate on DraftKings for you to consider as well, available in the Daily Plug. If you like this, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You will get notified the very second that we post new preseason DFS content for you throughout the rest of August. Who do you think is a good play tonight? Did I miss someone that you're considering playing? Leave a comment below and we'll let you know our thoughts on a player on this 2-game slate. This is an information-driven game, so we are doing our best to make sure that we're reading all the beat reports and we're capturing everything, but there may be things that we've missed, and you may want to ask a question about someone that we didn't discuss in the video here. We'd be happy to address it in the comments section below. Good luck tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow with some talk about Friday's slate in NFL DFS.